do a prayer over the and sanctify where they were murdered and shit.
That is good. I'll come outside and cast the hut so that we can be inside when it gets here.
Yeah, so this dude was basically using the family as
Bait
for
fish.
Like he could have just ate the family, but he wanted fish.
You detected magic on the morning star that we had. And
yeah, it's magical.
Yeah,
it's magical, but we don't know which side of magic.
Yeah,
Good magic or bad magic.
I'm still under the assumption that it's cursed, or maybe this guy was just that insane.
Yeah, it's partly made out of chardolin, and it's definitely tainted by some sort of
so I'm not
gonna magic.
Touch it. I'm gonna maybe try to wrap it in something.
Okay.
Make Damon do it.
We'll wrap it up and just kind of put it in my pack, and I'll investigate it in the other hut later.
Okay.
I have Arcana and all that shit.
All right. Yep. Yeah. Fuck off. Did he have any coin on him? Any fish?
He did. Actually, there are some fish that were attached, that he had pulled out already, that were already, caught. And
let's make fish for dinner. Yep. Take the fish and make fish for
he
dinner.
caught him with human flesh.
Yeah. She's not a human.
Does it look like I care?
Human flesh fish. All right.
Fish eat a lot of nasty shit,
Nelson's
bro.
very uncomfortable.
Yeah, they're like small.
Well, then eat
they're
whatever
like
you want
small
to eat.
knuckleheads. He didn't get anything big with it, but yeah.
You can eat whatever you want to eat. We're eating the fish. You don't have to eat with us.
You can't sit with us. I come out and I do whatever I have to do to enact that blessing that I got to cast this time yet.
You managed to do it, and is that like a one-time thing or?
Now it's a 2-time thing.
Oh, you
get charges.
You have 3 charges.
Yeah.
I forget what that was from.
It was from Twigman. Twigman gave me
he gave you the blessing.
His little blessing, shelter or whatever.
Shelter.
Yeah.
Oh, we can only use it so many times total?
They're short blessings. So like if you run into those little guys, they'll give you like a blessing if they like you, and it only lasts.
All right, we need to find more. More Twigman.
He gave me a few uses of this tiny hut. That's where the other guy got the snowball blessing.
Yeah, the snowball blessing.
Yeah, I'm like, what did I
There's
get?
a couple or a bunch of. They pick one person. I think you only had 2 interactions with the Chihuahuas.
Yeah, just the one with Twigman and the one that took the fox that I saved from the traps.
What was the other? They have a bunch of little tiny blessings.
Chihuahuas, whatever they're called.
Chawinga.
Just been referring to them as Twigman.
Chewingas, yeah, Chewingas. Yeah, the Traveler's Haven, Charm of the Traveler's Haven, and then he got the Charm of Snowball Strike. But there's Charm of the Ice Troll, Charm of the Snowwalker, Charm of Resistance, Charm of Biting Cold, Charm of Bounty. There's there's tons of different types of charms. They all do different. They all do little different things that are short-lived, but they're great to have.
Cool.
The Lehman's Tiny Hut is really
very useful.
I totally forgot you even had it. I thought you were going to use one of these huts. I literally gave you 2 huts to choose from: one evil, one almost evil.
Right. So I chose the magic not evil at all.
Yeah. So that was kind of good. Yeah. As far as gear and shit like that, he has a necklace of teeth.
I've heard it's made of teeth, or that's the magical item necklace of teeth.
No, it's just a necklace with teeth.
No, you can keep it.
They're human and half-orc teeth. It looks like, and maybe some goblin teeth.
I've just been assuming. Are these human kids?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're humans.
Man, I feel bad for this kid. I guess we'll take one of these statements. That's where we were going. No, we weren't even going.
You weren't going there. You were leaving from. You left from Karakonig.
To go to the Cackling Cavern.
Yeah. So you have 2 children now in tow. Well, you can leave them out here.
We'll just bring a lesson. Just teach them the adventures. It's fine.
They're pretty little.
That's fine. I learned how to cast magic.
They're like Stella's age, so they're like 4-year-olds.
Oh, never mind.
This is
dear
probably
God. Yeah, no, I don't want
teach
them.
them how to be wizards.
I don't want them. Leave them.
Wizards.
You don't want them.
I did not sign up for this, okay? I helped
Is it because it makes you sad, or
Give
because
them to someone else.
you really don't like children?
We gotta take them.
There is no town. We're not turning back now.
We can't take them to the Cackling Cavern. It's full of gnolls.
Well, then I guess we can leave the fucking cleric here. Or fucking beefy boy.
We gotta take him to town. We're not too far from.
You're not too far. No, you didn't.
Fine.
Like a half a day.
Fine.
It's gonna be a half a day back. You're just gonna
That's
hang
fucking
out
great.
here for the blizzard,
Right.
and then take the kids in the morning.
Take the kids back to
Great.
We'll leave
them with the sisters.
and they'll take care of them.
Great.
And then when they're grown up, we use this event against them and psychologically torture them and take care of us in our old age.
That is exactly how we will be dead by then. However, we could manipulate them into joining our forces when they come of age. But currently, they do not comprehend how to wield a sword. So, drop them off with aunties, and let's move on.
Yeah.
So you guys are cool with that plan?
I guess so.
All right. So we'll fast forward through time so she doesn't get upset.
Don't steal my stupid kids. Fuckers.
Take
Can we eat them? Just kidding. I was kidding.
If you wanted to say take them back to
Molly
care of
hate
them.
kids or just this your character?
Right.
I'm not sure. There's like a
Me?
blend
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, it's me. The real me. The real me.
Oh man.
Oh.
Don't
Yeah.
tell Stella that because she really likes you.
I don't understand why they like me.
The kids like you. You know, you have pretty face.
Yeah, you're pretty.
Well,
and
it's
you
the worst
dress-
whenever I dress up like fucking
Yeah,
Snow
you
White
have
and then
like-
all the
you know,
kids
just-
want to hug me and I'm like,
Yeah, I mean you dress.
I'm the
I
beautiful
don't know.
princess, and then I turn around and I'm like,
You're kind of like
fucking kids.
asking for it when you're dressing cosplay.
It's all cool and stuff.
Well, especially Snow White.
So, you know, man, I've made a good 80% of all infants who looked at me immediately cry.
Oh, I make kids
Because
cry
I'm
a
just like
lot.
a big giant leg dude with this hair, and it's just like it doesn't go over well.
No, I just have the look. I have like the death stare where I can just look at a kid and make them cry, but I don't use it unless I have to.
Babies either immediately
Which is
cry or
all
just
the time.
stare at me all the time.
Which is all the time. I heard that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Well, Stella's an everybody, so you know, she's a good kid. So.
She's all right. She just loses your dice.
My wife doesn't like children, but she's excellent with kids. She's working with kids now. She's like an autism therapist.
That's pretty
She
neat.
just comes home and complains that she doesn't like children at all. But
Oh
like,
God.
You guys don't have any kids, though, right?
God.
Not yet.
He doesn't know what a vagina is, remember?
Right. I don't even know what a vagina looks like.
Yeah, I guess it's like some sort of either piece of ice or a rose.
I'm still thinking about Nelson thinking they look like cats.
Or looking like
That's not at all what I thought that was going to be.
yeah, so
We'll take them back to
take them back, you guys.
I keep wanting to say the shiny
The helpful sisters are very pleased and they're like instantly helpful and are totally on board with taking care of the kids. So, and in fact, they have no problem with permanently taking care of them. There's not like a government here that they can just.
Right, there's not a system.
There's not a system here to take care of like orphans.
Yeah.
Good.
You know, if you get orphaned out here in the 10 towns, you're pretty much going to be orphaned unless somebody takes you in.
Gotcha.
And they instantly.
I really feel bad for this crazy guy who showed up and killed their parents and then
Yeah.
used their parents for fishing. How long? I don't want to ask the kids any questions.
No, just drop them off.
Well,
and
you can determine just based on when the burning happened, all these things. It's probably been over a course of probably 3 or 4 days.
Jesus. All right.
Like they're super fucked up.
These kids are gonna be fucked up for life. I am not taking care of them.
Yeah.
I do not have the mental capacity for that.
Well, at least they're okay now.
You guys rescue children.
I'm a murdering
Rescue
savage as a
kids.
cat.
At some point, I do want to knowledge Arcana while carefully not touching this freaking monster.
Yeah, it's a magical item. It's definitely a magical morning star, but it is in fact tainted by what you would describe as demonic magic.
Okay, so obviously it makes you insane.
Yeah, you think the longer you have contact with it, the more likely it is to basically control you.
I want to carry it around, but I also don't want to leave it somewhere where somebody's going to find it.
So we either destroy it or sell it on the black market.
We got to walk past this place to get to the Chattering Town anyway, right?
Yeah.
I kind of want to just drop it in that hole in the middle of the frozen lake.
That's fine. I mean, by the time you get there, it's frozen over again.
I think it's ice sauce in the back. Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that. This seems like a safe place as any.
All right. So
Yeah.
carve a new hole, drop
Well, we
it
could
down.
have said you dropped it before you guys left. You could have determined it was evil and be like, listen,
Is that-
before this thing freezes over, smash, 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 drop it. I'm sure it's maybe like 20 years from now when
When the kids are grown
the
and you go back.
Everwinter is past and somebody's out there fishing, they're gonna find it and then it'll be the next like evil villain that he's basically created.
Yeah.
Why do you want to do that?
No, I like it. I like it. I
The
like
kids
the
are gonna
idea of
grow
you
up.
literally just creating a villain in the future.
The kids are gonna grow up and they're gonna come back to look at where they lived before and what happened to their parents, and they're gonna be the ones to find it. That's what's gonna happen.
We'll say that Verbon basically, with everyone's help, kind of buries the parents and like makes a little
Also, what I want
stone kind of
something.
built out of the remains of the cabin and stuff like that. They do like an actual funeral pyre and burn them and stuff like that. So
That's polite.
that's something
man.
Verbon would do. So
Cool.
Why did you have to put that in here? Is that in the book? That's not the book, is it?
I totally made that. It's not a book though.
I mean, I like it.
It was good.
Yeah.
It was good. That was on the fly.
I enjoyed it, but
There was
I
no
also-
I had
also
no
did
planning
enjoy
on that one. Like Vagina Chasm is still there. That's in the book.
Which is where we're heading.
anybody can do vagina,
Onward.
but not everybody can do murder fish hunt. He had like what he was smoking. Was he gonna eat the smoked bits?
He was smoking the so how I had it was that basically he had stumbled into their little cabin in the woods and immediately killed the father, and basically just kind of like dropped his body somewhere and then assaulted the family. Basically, immediately he was completely enamored with the idea of catching fish because that was his memory before he was taken over by the Morning Star. Was that he enjoyed fish, so he was, and this was a fisherman's hut, so. And that's it. And then basically the drying of everything, he was just doing stuff that was remotely similar to what you would do with the fish.
Do the fish that were hanging up in there like finish smoking? Because that lasts a while.
Yeah, no, you can take the fish.
Yeah.
It might smell a little bit like hair, but
Ah, God damn it. You had to ruin that.
Oh, well, let's air it out a little bit. It'll be fine.
You know, Nelson is a follower of Cthulhu, but he's generally a nice guy.
For now.
it's not Cthulhu, it's Lord Cthulhu.
I thought that's how we watch TV.
Whoa.
Lord Hulu.
Hulu.
That was from the first edition of Arkham Asylum on the back of it, and they had a misprint. It said instead of Cthulhu, it said Lord Hulu.
Amazing.
So I always refer to
What
Cthulhu
derps.
as Lord Hulu.
Lord Hulu.
What derps. All right.
So you guys
Onward.
travel across the lake, and you make it deep. You basically come up to a grouping of mountains. You have to traverse either over the mountains or around this small group of mountains before you get to where the chasm is reportedly at. So,
what's the time looking like for those two options?
it's more of a direct route if you climb over the mountains,
So that's
but it's treacherous.
Yeah, but we got gear.
You do have climbing gear, stuff like that, so you could do it.
We can do it.
Or you can go around it. It's gonna basically take twice as long.
Oh, fuck. All right, no bummer.
Going up and over.
All right.
We die, we die. It's fine.
We'll take the mountain pass.
We'll just
Take the mountain pass.
Sorry,
All right.
Mom, we'll catch this as well.
Mountain travel, navigating in spite of the world or the slopes of Kelvin's Carn is particularly arduous because of the unforgiving mountain terrain. The end of each hour, the character who's leading the expedition.
I've been eating.
This is leading the expedition.
You
Must make a survival check for every hour. So we're going to say it's going to take 4 hours to go over it. So you're going to have to make 4 checks. So let's do one at a time because if you fail one, you have to backtrack and basically do 2 more checks.
Right.
10.
10 is a failure. Okay, let's see.
You trained in survival?
Yeah.
Okay.
On a failed check, the party comes to an impasse and must backtrack, which costs an extra hour. All right, so not 2 rolls, only 1 additional. So look at that. So you can
Pass this one now?
You rolled a what?
10.
Hold on.
Rolling. It's not what I rolled. Just set the dice down. It
Okay.
doesn't count.
Right, definitely.
You did not fail by 5 or more, so that's good.
Oh, yeah, no, I didn't get a 5. I got a 10.
5 or more, because
Yeah.
the
Oh.
difficulty
Then
is.
you get like probably a horrible thing happens. Like
Yeah.
fall in the grass.
All right,
Oh,
roll
a
again.
nice vagina.
I don't remember vibes. Cool.
Woo, that one's way better. I got a 19.
19.
Yes.
Yes, you successfully have made it past the impasse. You're back on track, so you can make another roll.
All right. 20.
20 is good as well. Again, you're making good time, cutting through, finding no problems. Roll again. There are 2 more rolls to make.
Come on, friend.
7.
7.
I'm
Party
not
is
great.
caught in an avalanche.
Well, here's the end of the game. We're all dead.
Well, last time you guys survived one, this avalanche starts
We did survive.
2d6 times 100 feet above you guys. So 800 feet above you guys.
Guys.
As we're trying to climb up the mountain. Okay.
All right, so it just starts crashing down.
Find a place to
Y'all can
hide.
roll initiative and see if you can get out in time before you take lots of damage. Do initiative, and then we're gonna do, depending on your order, we're gonna do athletic checks. This is when you really miss Kevin. He's got that Goliath with all these survival skills.
I got a 17, but our friend got a 1.
Nice. So
I'm
he's gonna-
kind of tempted.
You're kind of tempted.
I just wonder if it would work. I'm just reading on specifically what this stupid hat does.
I don't think you're gonna be able to get it out in time with the way that the blessing works as far as ritual.
Yeah, it takes a minute. That's another
Yeah,
thing I was
you-
wondering.
yeah.
So I think it would work, but
Yeah,
I
you
don't
can't
know,
like
trying to cast a spell.
you don't have that.
Nope. So our cleric friend is probably
it's
gonna die.
traveling at 300. It travels at 300 feet until
And it's 800 feet above us.
it's 800 feet. So it's
300 feet per round.
300 feet per round.
Oh yeah, not counting
You
that.
basically have 2.5 rounds before it's based on that. So we'll say 3 rounds.
Nelson also rolled a 1.
Well, that's just an order thing.
In
That's,
order of
that's
when you
not
can try to
yeah.
get away from the
that's not a big deal.
Yeah, you're gonna
So
die.
someone's bound to go first and someone's bound to go last. It's not like you're
Mhm.
it's not like you're rolling initiative against the
Yeah,
avalanche. The
that's
avalanche
17.
automatically goes last. So.
Fair.
All right, so we'll just say, yeah. So you guys can make. Oh, I'm sorry. Its initiative counts as 10 and 0. So
So it goes twice?
It goes twice. I'm sorry.
Fucking hey.
Cool.
So it goes before me. And like immediately after.
Yeah. So it'll travel 600 feet on the first round. It is 300 feet wide.
We're dead.
And you guys are in the middle, so you only have 150 feet to go. So you're on the other side. Or you can backtrack.
In snow, right? Like,
Yeah, we got snowshoes on. God, stop being so negative.
how fast do you run?
Like 30.
30 is your base, so you double move, or you can run, which is going to be triple your speed. I mean, it's 90 feet.
That's only halfway.
I won't.
I think we're gonna
It's gonna
die.
hit me.
I think we're gonna die.
You'll get away because you're faster than the avalanche. But see, it's gonna move before I can move twice. It's gonna get to me before I can get to the edge of the event.
Same with our cleric friend.
Do you want to eat weed gummies? I'm joking. They're not weed gummies.
I would not need them.
I would be very questioning if they were. And then I would say no, because I don't want to get in trouble.
I don't have any gummies.
That's entrapment. So
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think you should ever accept you know.
Could be. It could be.
It very well could be.
Yeah.
Why would I be eating a whole bunch though? That would
Right,
fuck
just
me.
like just never wake up.
Because you don't want to get beat by your wife.
You hear this like story? Yeah.
My buddy, the last time me and my friends got together, one of my friends had an edible for the first time. And he was cool for like an hour and a half. And then for the rest of the night, he literally was just hugging the toilet, just full ball and crying. So he felt like he was going to die.
Was he
He
getting
was
sick?
like, guys, you got to call the hospital like we're going to die. We're like, bro, I'm telling you, you're fine. But like,
Was he like getting sick?
no. He just like, in his mind,
He was paranoid.
he was
Poor
dying.
baby. Poor baby.
I like those stories you hear about someone that's like, yeah, I didn't know I was eating the marijuana gummies.
Oh,
And
oh, no.
like 10 or whatever.
Just fall asleep forever.
I mean, I would prefer that, but that's not always how it works.
No.
There was one time I had one, and within like 30 minutes, I was vomiting, and it was fucking terrible.
Well, it's just that THC is just like so much more concentrated than like in any other form. when it's
Yeah.
in food.
Mm-hmm.
So like she had it when we were in California, and dude, she was like 4 hours of being fucking stoned out of her mind.
Yeah.
And
So
it was like
that-
not like regular stone. She was giggly, goofy, retarded.
God, those are the best. That's the best high. I get like that every once in a while.
So
So we're all gonna die.
who's going first?
I think she is.
I got a
Damon
17.
got a 15, so you'll go first.
I got a
Then
17.
Damon.
You should definitely just run for your life.
All right.
Could be her, then Damon, then it'll be Avalanche, then it'll be you two, and then it'll be. $300 down, the thing is crashing. You guys go.
So we are now 90 feet. Where was that?
Yeah, so you're all running. I mean, it looks like it's very herky jerky, but you're all kind of running at the same time.
We're just
Everything's moving at the same time. It's
yeah.
just for turn-based purposes. And then the avalanche.
It's
Yeah.
another 300 feet closer.
So now it's 300 feet away.
So yeah, now it's like, but it's about.
No, it's 200 feet away.
200
200 feet away.
And I was sure.
And then you two move another until you're completely out of what
Yeah.
you believe. You get behind some stones and stuff like that. Then it crashes down, hits both of you,
Yep.
which you guys can make strength saving throws.
So a D20.
Oh no, not you. Oh wait, not Damon.
Yeah, the
You
cleric.
did roll for the cleric. 6.
6.
Cleric got a 21.
6 is a failure.
21's probably good.
Probably. He might be able to save you.
21
Keyword
good.
might.
6.
6 takes 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
And 1 point of damage on the successful saving throw. And you're knocked prone.
I'm wrong.
Hmm.
Noted.
So that's when it hits you. Then it's your turn. So you'd have to stand up from prone.
Which is an action,
Mm-hmm.
and then I can move 30 feet.
30 feet.
So I'm still like 60.
And then get hit by the avalanche again.
Well, it was 9. The total was 150.
Right.
You only ran 90
Ran
so
90.
far. So you're
then
only
I
going to
move
get
30 more.
120. So yeah,
I'm
you're still
like
30 feet from the edge.
I get hit again. Do I have to roll another save?
Yeah, so does Vermont.
Yeah, we're on.
Oh, does he not get out of the way?
No. He gets out. Oh yeah, he gets out of the way, but he doesn't get knocked prone. You get knocked
I
prone.
got
So
knocked
Vermont can actually move.
He can
his-
get out.
He can get out. Yeah.
Okay, well, he's going to get out so that way we can save him.
So I'm gonna get whacked again.
Pow, right in the kisser.
And then you look back and you're like, remember when I was his bodyguard?
I'm going to hit the guy that he hired and be like, you're a shitty bodyguard.
Roll the floor.
He's gonna, and you know what Damon would say? He was right behind me. Not my fault. He's fucking slow. That's literally what he would say.
I'm sure he was slow. It's not my fault either, but you're the one that was supposed to save his life, fucker.
Yeah, so
I'm supposed to protect his body from people attacking him. Avalanches don't.
Nelson doesn't believe you.
Nelson doesn't hear any of this because he's dying from snow avalanche.
So what do you gotta say? Good job.
Dead.
Take 8.
Okay, I'm still alive.
For now.
Not prone.
I fell over again.
That's okay, you only got 30 feet to go. Stand up and run.
So now it's your guys' turn.
Where are you out? We're not coming here for you.
Yeah. Regular listener.
Well, I'm prone on the ground.
Oh dear God.
This is where avalanches are fucked up.
Oh.
You guys were so good the
We're
first
about
time you
to
get
lose,
one.
Nelson.
Yeah, you fucking shit me. 10.
Nelson.
I have a -1 strength save. So, like, whatever one I have -1 is what I get.
Take 8. Now you're buried.
Ah!
Oh dear God.
8 and you are buried. All right.
There's no getting out of that.
Avalanche stops, snow settles, and buries the creature. Creature buried in this way is blinded and restrained and has total cover.
Yeah, because that's what we need.
You gain, you're going to be, let's see. So we're going to say, let's see how deep you are.
Oh man.
All right. So we'll say you are approximately buried 6 feet down. You can try and dig yourself free as an action, breaking the surface and ending the blinded condition or restraint condition on a certain athletics check. A creature that fails this check 3 times can't attempt to dig out again. A creature that is not restrained or incapacitated can spend 1 minute freeing another creature buried in the snow, but that's if they can find you. They kind of know where you got buried, but they still have to find you, so they have to actually make checks.
I will psychically tell everyone that I'm not dead.
Well, that's good. You guys know he's not dead, but you don't know
I-
where he is.
I have no idea where I am.
I punched the Damon guy in the shoulder and I'd be like, you better fucking find our friend.
Hey, man,
I did find him. He's right there in the snow.
I was saying, well, Memphis doesn't have any specific magic.
I will bury you in the snow right fucking next to him if you don't help us get him out.
Of course I'm gonna help. I get paid from him.
I'm tired of this boss.
He literally goes up there with his sword and does this. He looks back, he's like, I'm not pushing that hard, relax.
Oh my God.
I'm trying.
Alright, athletic check.
I mean, I might as well. That's not horrible. 16.
You move a little bit. You move a little bit. Good job.
Finding strength while I die.
You get 3 rolls, I think.
Try again.
Oh,
15.
Move a little bit more.
All right.
You got this.
You can hear them. You can almost hear them. Like
I'm
yell. You
sorry.
can hear because she's yelling at Damon. He's like, I'm looking.
If you fucking stab him with that fucking sword, I swear to God, I'll chop your fucking head off.
I got a knife.
Yeah. You fail. You gain 1 level of exhaustion.
Oof. I don't like that.
Oh,
You guys have been looking for him for approximately 5 minutes at this point. You literally don't know where he's at. But he keeps on mentally talking to you like, I'm over.
I'm alive.
He's like, I'm over here in this white snow.
Memphis, he is your person. Please tell me you can find him.
I don't think Memphis has an ability that lets him, like, locate me specifically.
Yeah, no, I can't.
Like, I'm sure he knows my general, like, where I am at generally. But I don't think I don't think familiars could just be like, there he is. I don't think it works that way.
Well, I know I guess
there's
mine.
spells you can do that, but
I feel like mine and Pathfinder might be able to because, like, she's a fire elemental that I summoned that I feel like is like directly linked to me. Like I get fire boosts from her and stuff like that.
All right, make another.
All right, I have to fail 3 times before. 11.
Okay. You're really running out of juice now.
I think Nelson's gonna die.
All right, here's one more go.
Come on.
Nope, 0.
Take another level of exhaustion.
Oh, fuck.
That's
So-
my like 3rd fail, so I don't think I can roll one.
Hold on. Y'all can make survival checks to see if you can find him. Oh, yeah. Maybe you don't have to.
Oh, I got a nat 20
Yeah, I also
for
got
my
a nat 20.
survival, which would put me at 22, and then this guy over here, he doesn't have survival on his list though.
Yeah.
So can I add his wisdom, or do I just get what's on the die, or can he not do it? Just on the die? So he got an 18. Our cleric got an 18, and I got a 22 for survival.
Right.
Oh, this guy got a decent. Yeah, I got it.
You all get it because at one point, Damon, who's actively poking, hits something, and you take 2 points of damage.
Wouldn't it be something that's all it took to kill me?
But it causes you to yelp, and everyone hears that that's nearby.
Good. Did you fucking stab him?
See, I found him!
That's not the way you find somebody.
He
Dig him out.
Kill me better.
Use your hands to dig him out. Don't use your fucking sword. What's wrong with you?
It's like it's real thick ice here. It takes that dagger.
Oh my god. I use my claws.
All right, you guys managed to get him out.
As he's almost dead.
And then, of course, Memphis is like, hey, I found him.
Thank you, Memphis.
Fucking
You
Memphis.
have disadvantage on ability checks, and your speed is half.
Yeah, I'm exhausted too.
Mm-hmm. Hey, it's better than an
Alright.
exhausted 6.
So, well,
How do
dead, right?
So what is the difference between light touch and mending touch?
Mending touch would specifically repair like an object.
Like if you tore your pants.
Like that's actually a spell.
That's
It's touch
stupid.
because probably it's a touch spell.
Yeah, touch
physical contact.
Okay,
Because light would be
to make light.
Light.
So
light.
healing word
Healing word.
is a 1d4 plus spellcasting ability, or I would have to do. I don't even know how many spell slots I have per day, or what I can
Look up
use right
exhaustion.
now.
I think there's a way to,
probably
I
restoration.
think, restoration or like actual physical rest.
No, he doesn't have restorations.
No, this person.
You guys are the worst at Stranger Things.
I'm sorry. I didn't
Especially-
make this character sheet. Okay. I didn't even want to play a spellcaster.
I had suggested the Beastmaster, but then he started talking about how it was terrible.
It's not good.
Oh,
Then it would have been 2 cats.
yeah.
And Memphis, who's kind of like a cat.
Right.
So
Basically.
3 cats.
It's cat spirit.
Basically.
So sad that no one has commented.
Yeah, it looks like we have 2 viewers.
I should have on view too, so that's great. Anyways, you guys have defeated the avalanche. Actually, the avalanche defeated you guys, but
Just Nelson.
No, it tore me up my head.
how many hit points do you have left?
Oh, 5.
That's good. 5, 2 levels of exhaustion. You guys did pretty good. Might have to use your Mimi's hut again up on the mountain.
There's exhaustion. You're right.
It appears as such. Do we not have like a tent?
Yeah. You guys can make a. I mean, you can definitely.
Rather than use
Yeah.
the thing again.
Finishing a long rest reduces exhaustion level by 1, provided the creature has ingested food.
Yeah. So you
Well,
guys
it's
can.
a good thing that we have some fish.
Good thing you got a buried hole in the snow that you can literally build a tent over it and make a little shelter.
Yeah, so that's what we're gonna do.
But we're just gonna have other people do the survival checks.
And let him get his long rest.
Rolling low in an avalanche encounter is
Not
the
great.
worst.
Apparently, initiative is the biggest thing.
Yeah, you definitely want to go before.
You want to go before the avalanche goes.
Yeah, I think that's very important.
Actually, both times it goes.
Right. You want to go before it goes the first time.
Yeah.
Preferably.
Because there was another time that we could have all gotten away relatively unscathed.
Hey, babe, is she in bed or? On?
What?
Is she in bed now or?
Yeah. Sorry.
It's okay. I was gonna get to kiss her goodnight, but apparently
I
not.
thought I was gonna have to roll like hold your breath checks and shit. Buried in the snow.
No, but it says for every 5 minutes that you're buried in the snow, you just get a exhaustion level. But they don't calculate that, so I calculate it. It makes more sense that it's like really messing me up. But yeah, being buried in there for too long definitely kills you.
Makes sense.
Well, I guess it's a good thing your asshole friend decided to stab you.
Yeah, just think of it that way. If you didn't get stabbed, you'd still be buried.
I'm not
So,
mad about the
long-
stash, 'cause I definitely could be there.
Time for a long rest.
You guys rest in your makeshift shelter of where your tomb was going to be.
Right.
Yep. That's exactly what we do.
You gain 1 level of exhaustion back.
And a few hit points,
And a couple
hopefully.
hit points. Yeah.
Just a couple. Only
I
two.
guess I can spend hit dice to get my health back, right?
Yeah.
Or is it long rest? Long rest is the one you don't get all your health back after a long rest, right?
I thought you did.
Yeah, on a long rest you get all your hit points back.
Is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, we were for you, yeah.
Yeah.
We're fucking like,
Yeah,
we're
that-
covering you with all of our blankets and laying on you with our
Yeah, 'cause at
bodies
this
and like
point, you're
shoving
almost-
food and drink in your mouth.
At this point, you're almost as worthless as carrying children around.
I'm very nearly dead.
Yeah, you're really close
Those
to being
kids would
dead.
have been more helpful than you at this point.
5 health, all exhausted, cold and shit.
Yeah, so we fixed you.
Thank you.
All right.
I mean, I'm still exhausted once, so I have a.
All right, so we need a couple more survival checks from her that aren't 7s because we don't want another avalanche. 'Cause
Oh,
the
specifically
whole
me?
avalanche- Yeah, well, you caused the avalanche.
I did.
You,
I don't know why I'm
you
leaving.
put him in his position.
11.
All right, that's a failure, but it's not a terrible. It just means you backtrack and then
We were 2 hours from the summit before.
2 hours. Now you are.
3 hours.
Well, no, you weren't from the summit. You were.
2 hours from where we were at.
Yeah, you were actually at the summit where the avalanche occurred,
Okay.
and then you had 2 hours back down the other side. So now you're 3 hours from getting down to the bottom. So you roll again.
21.
All right, now you're 2 hours. Roll again.
17.
Now you're 1 hour. You can see the plane below.
We can
You're
see the
very. Can't see the crevasse.
crevasse.
Crevasse, but you're getting very near.
My wife made me feel like a butthole because I was like, technically an ice is a crevasse. And she was like, technically you should shut the fuck up. Nobody cares.
You just mansplained her and she just.
And then another thing
shut
was
up.
like, I felt bad because I don't even know why I know that. Like, I feel like it could be false. But there was just like that little nugget of info in my brain where it was like an ice is a crevasse. And I said that out loud.
She's like, no one.
Why were you guys
Literally?
even talking about
We were
crevasse?
watching something on TV and a guy fell in a crevasse. And she was like, oh, there was like a crevice under the snow. And then I said,
What's the difference between a
technically
crevice and a
ice is
crevasse?
That
An
is.
ice is a crevasse. That's the difference.
That doesn't make any
There's
sense.
like there's no other. I
I
don't know
think
why
you're
it's
just
a different
pronouncing it
word.
wrong.
I just think
You're
it's
just pronouncing it
hilarious
wrong.
that we were just talking about mansplaining and you literally
I
did
just
that.
did it. And it was just like one of like it popped in my head, and I was like, "Oh, you're going to crevasse." She was like,
You're such an asshole. I'm glad I'm
Oh
not
wait,
the
they
only
really are
asshole.
two different words.
See?
The difference between a crevice and a crevasse is more than just a few letters. It's the difference between geology and glaciology. Crevices are cracks or splits caused by a fracture of a rock, while a crevasse is a deep fracture in a glacier or ice sheet.
See?
He actually wasn't mansplaining. He was just
No, I mean,
providing
still was
legit-
mansplaining. Let's be
It's more
clear.
technicality.
It's not mansplaining because he wasn't like being stupid. He was actually giving vital knowledge that there is a difference
Oh, man,
between
he
the
is
two.
really stroking your fucking ego right now.
I mean, I still probably
Anyway.
shouldn't have bothered getting
Anyway,
She
one
doesn't
more
care.
survival check.
15, we're at the bottom.
Oh, you guys are at the bottom.
Finally, thank you.
DC was 14.
What is my goddess's name? Because I don't know. I need to pick a person.
It was almost 2 avalanches, just so you know. Because I had to check. I'm like, you got a 10? I'm like, oh, it's 14.
So it would have been 9. Hell.
Yeah. The 7 was definitely an avalanche. Given 2 avalanches, you guys would have been so fun.
I feel like Nelson just would have.
I'm just done. Turn me into my tentacle god, please.
Lord, who will take me?
Damn it.
So, on our way back, we're going to go around.
I'm with it.
I'm down.
So, let's go. All right, let's head
Especially
toward the
since it
crevasse.
took like 4 hours to get here over the mountain. I feel like we could have spent 8 hours going around.
Oh, no, I think that, no, it's my, because we basically fell back like 2 hours and had to take a long rest to like heal you
Right.
from the avalanche. So I'm pretty sure if we would have went around, it would have taken us the same amount of time.
We would have like less time because I think the long rest is 8 hours.
Yeah.
Plus all the climbing time.
Yep. And the hour backwards that we
Yeah.
fell. So yeah, I'm pretty sure if we would have run around, it would have been the same amount. So we're gonna go around on our
But
way
we had
back.
all this fancy climbing here.
Yeah, we thought it was gonna help, but you know what? This cat doesn't normally climb mountains. She just lives in the snow.
Would that have given you a bonus on your survival checks for climbing? We should have asked before. Just like, oh.
What, the fact that I'm like live here?
Well, no, the fact that we have 50 GP a piece worth of
Climbing
climbing
here?
equipment.
I don't know. Well, it's too late now. At least we made it to the other side. Now let's go kill these
We
motherfuckers.
didn't die.
You almost did though.
You guys climb down basically, and at one
Straight
point,
up.
you know you're getting near where this cackling chasm is. Part of it is because you have an idea of where the directions are, where they're supposed to be going. The other is you can actually hear cackling nearby.
Oh my god, so yeah, I feel like some elves are they're fucking hyena people.
Yeah, they're
Oh,
hyena.
are they?
Yeah, they have like hyena heads.
Oh shit.
So that'll be the cackling.
So you hear it, and it's very close, very much closer than where you would think the cackling chasm is supposed to be at.
And I find
They're very, so there's like probably a pack nearby. So you guys can try to avoid them, or you can try and find them, or
I thought we were
wait till you-
supposed to kill them and bring back their heads, and we get
I mean, you get 10 gold apiece for every
head we
noble
get.
head
Yep.
you bring back. So
Let's go murder them.
So
I wish I had fireball right now.
I mean, I have some magic things.
So you kind of crest over a hill, and then you could see, well, you're probably a good half mile away from where you think the chasm is at, or the crevasse, cackling crevasse. It's-
We should write a letter to Wizards of the Coast and be like, technically, cackling chasm is that.
You should.
They just send me back a letter. You should shut the fuck up.
I would
you
die.
guys come across the frozen spot. So you basically crest over the hill. You're like seeing over here, and then you see a group of like 6 humanoids in the distance that are like scrounging. They're like traveling around. They're moving in like a pack, and they're kind of like moving towards you
How
guys.
many are there?
6.
We should lay an ambush for them. And by we, I mean you guys. I'll just be over here waiting with my magic.
You guys can do that.
Well, by humanoids, do we know that it is?
They're humanoids. You
gnolls.
can't tell that they're gnolls yet.
How far are they?
So I think we lie and wait. We should all
300
just.
yards.
Oh, like very far.
Yeah, pretty far away.
Yeah, we should all just like find some shrubbery to hide behind, or dig ourselves a thing of snow in front of us and kind of creep.
I mean, you could just backtrack on the hill that you're on and just kind of get down low and just wait till they get closer.
I'm with
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, so they get within, we'll say, like 50 feet of you guys and kind of come to a stop, and they're sniffing the air.
Do we notice this now?
I can see them from where I am.
Yeah, you guys can see them clear as day because you pack some snow around you guys and you're kind of just like staring at them.
One of them makes a wisdom save.
50 feet away?
It's 125.
Fuck you. A wisdom?
Yeah.
I got an 8.
Okay, well, he's gonna attack whoever's standing next.
That's crazy. He's gonna take his spear.
So you hear me whispering something on the wind.
Oh boy, you wildin' out.
He picks up his spear and throws it at the person across from him.
Amazing.
And it just basically misses. And then that one looks at him and like snarls and barks something. And then they're barking back and forth. And then nothing really else happens except they're barking back and forth. Except the one that threw the spear looks like he's ready to fucking just go to town with this other guy.
Yeah, he just attacks on every turn. For
Ever.
a minute.
For their short lives, that's
Yeah.
So if you guys just wait there, he's just gonna keep attacking and
Yeah.
they're totally distracted. Oh, he rolls a 1. So this time he like goes and tries to bite the guy and then falls down.
I think the worst one.
And then the other 5 attack him. Wow. I rolled 3 3s. And a 6.
Just a group of really bad rolls.
And then 1 crit.
Okay, one guy gotta get in. You should have charmed that guy. What I always forget that when I cast that spell, a literal like twisted crown of iron appears on his head.
Oh, okay.
He's wearing like a jagged iron crown.
So he did 14 points of damage with the 1 strike. The other one's all missed. So he made one of them go crazy, which attacked the other one and missed.
Yep.
And then you guys waited a turn, and then he continued to attack.
Yep.
And then they all piled on top of him and have been basically spearing him to death.
This is the part where we attack while they're attacking.
Yeah, so
Longbow.
longbow. Which one are you going to shoot? The one that actually hit him?
Um,
There's one that's skilled, and apparently the rest of them are fucking terrible.
I'm gonna hit one of the ones that I know isn't making the blow on the guy that's on the ground.
They're all trying to attack the one on the ground.
Well, they're all trying to.
Only one hit.
Only one actually is.
Yeah, so not that guy.
Okay.
Not that guy.
We all have ranged weapons, I think, except probably Claire.
A javelin's a ranged weapon,
Oh,
right?
yes, and he's also got Sacred Flame.
Alright, so just rain death on these dudes while they're fighting.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Do we need to do initiative?
Yeah, initiative, but I got 2, so you guys can just all go first, and then I'll go when.
Cool.
So we'll just go in a circle, and then I'll go last. So you go, then your other character goes, and he goes, and then other character goes.
Shit, fuck. Alright, 15 with a longbow.
That hits.
Okay. 1d8.
You all have an advantage, so.
6 points of damage.
No idea.
6 points of damage. Yep. All right.
I don't know what I rolled my advantage for.
Because you can.
Because I rolled it naturally on the first time, so it's just like tricky to waste of time.
So wait, should I do the javelin or should I do the thing? 60, do you get unlimited cantrips?
Yeah.
Oh, so let's do Sacred Flame.
So I just have to make a saving throw that I failed.
Dex save.
He's failed.
I got a 7.
Okay, so then it's 1d8.
Technically, I got an 8. But
6 points of damage.
she's counting. 6 points of damage. Is it on the same one that you attacked?
I would assume the one next to it. I don't know.
Okay.
Depends on how much of a pile they are.
What's that?
Depends on how much of a pile they are and if we can actually differentiate. If he could see which one my arrow hit, he'd probably go for the one next to it then.
Okay. All right. And then you're up. And then Russia or Asia. It's Europe and Asia,
I see.
Australia.
Guns.
Hit him with this Eldritch Blast that I got a critical hit on. 14, 22 damage. I'm gonna shoot the one that she shot with the arrow.
Okay, he's dead.
On to the next one.
He got.
Oh, you have 5 left. One severely wounded who's on your side.
Wait, no, you can't add sneak attack or range attacks, can you?
If you were within 30 feet, I think.
Not within 30 feet. Still at 18. With this crossbow.
That is, he's shooting at the other one that Brabant already hit
The one that got
with the Sacred
fire.
Flame.
Yeah.
He's also dead.
Oh, cool. He's got a full charge.
Dead
Excuse
and
me?
dead. 2 deads. Now you have 4 gnolls left. 1 is on your side. So you have 3 enemies.
Right.
You have 1 super skilled killer that none of you attacked. You have Doofus on the ground,
And then other
and then
two
two Doofuses.
Oh, it's their turns.
Yeah, is it their turn now?
All right, your Doofus tries to get up and attacks one of them. And hits them
Oh, I got it.
Fuck yeah.
with a bite. He
Nice.
bites one of their ankles. He's an ankle biter. He does 5 points of damage to one of the Doofuses.
That's pretty good.
The 2 Doofuses don't realize they're getting attacked from other places and attack the guy on the ground. 1 crits, 1 misses.
Based on the crit, potentially.
Let's see here. It's going to be guy on the ground with the crown is dead. Other Doofus misses, and then Doofus with the non-Doofus with the spear who crit in the first round looks up and notices that you all get attacked and throws a javelin immediately at Sacred Flame guy.
All right.
And gets he doesn't. I'm sorry, not a javelin. They have longbows. He uses longbow, and hits AC 16.
Nope.
Fuck, forgot he had big thick armor.
Yeah, boy.
What's his armor class?
18.
He's a fucking beast.
Yeah, he's beefy.
Yo, that's nasty.
Yeah.
Really hard to have good AC like that.
Yeah, but he has no dex and no charisma and no initiative.
Because he's a big tank.
Because he's a big tanky pig.
Yeah.
I like running characters like that.
Yeah, he's slow on everything else, but dude, he'll take some fucking
It's
hits.
3.5 under classes of mine. He's got a D12 like a barbarian, but you can wear like heavy armor. You're just a big honking sack of meat. I was like,
All right, so we have 3 gnolls left.
it's your turn.
It's potentially 60 gold for you guys.
I'm not carrying a bunch of knoll hands.
And
16 with my longbow at the
Hit.
guy who just shot at us.
hit.
Alright. D plus my dex. 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage. All right. He doesn't like you. He yips a little bit,
You should tan with a love.
cackles.
It's okay. Oh wait, I forget. With
The gnoll-
spells, you don't have to roll.
The
do you?
gnolls of the the Sacred Flame again?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sacred flame. Sounds good.
19. He gets it. 19 plus 1, so he
he
gets
saved.
20. He
Oh,
saved.
he,
No
yeah, he
damage.
saved. Alright. Your turn. I'm so used to Pathfinder and all my spells I usually have to roll for. My spell.
Some of your spells you will have to roll. The Sacred Flame is just one of those ones that you don't have to.
Yeah.
I'm going to
Need to level up my character.
whiff
Pathfinder.
hard with an Eldritch Blast.
Whoop, whoop.
You got what?
I rolled a 2.
Great job.
So good.
Basically fired.
Damon's going to shoot this cross. He's going to get 18.
Yeah, that is.
He's going to use that charge that he got. Wow. 15.
15 to which one?
The one that she shot in the bow.
The guy that shot at us.
Did you hit anyone? Okay.
Yeah,
You did.
I did.
10.
He's now dead.
So 25.
Just
Him dead.
get
He's
charged.
now there's 2 left.
And it's their turn.
No, well, they're gonna
Run like little.
they're gonna
bitches.
grab one of the dead guys and try and drag him off
All right.
Okay.
and run away from you guys.
So they're
Cool.
dragging a dead body
A
behind
dead
her.
body. So they get about 60 feet before they're done.
How far does my longbow shoot?
Your longbow shoots up to 600 feet, but its short range is 150.
Oh,
So
so
they're
they're
still
still in
inside.
range.
Yeah.
Still inside. They're still in spell range too.
They're within 60 feet.
Yeah, they went up. Well, no, they moved up. They're a total of
How do you keep doing this?
110 feet away from you.
Oh. Okay. Well, I don't know what he can do without moving into range. How far does a javelin go?
Not very far. It's only 40 feet or something like that.
Oh, so the cleric would have to move.
Yeah.
I don't really know how close he can get, if he can even get close enough that any of his shit would hit.
You can move 30 feet.
Spells usually have a pretty solid range on them.
Only 60, so even if he moves 30 plus a 60-foot range, they still have to be within 90 feet.
Yeah, so it'd still be outside of range.
So I guess he'll just charge at them with his warhammer.
Okay. So he starts charging down the hill. And then you guys go. You're two.
Oh, one of them rolls over. We'll see.
That's going to be a 13.
That's gonna be a fail.
You think so?
I'm just gonna get. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna cry him in. So
Fuck.
just gonna attack his buddy.
God damn it.
Oh, also, because I failed at my longbow, I moved. I should have said, I needed
Yeah,
to
that's
move.
fine. That's fine.
So as soon as the cleric was charging, I'm like, fuck it, I'm charging with him, let's go.
Yeah, no, I get it. I agree. I think you put it on too.
So
Guys,
yeah,
hop over your mound of makeshift wall of snow. And
Damon's gonna, because he can use his cunning action to literally dash, right?
Yes.
So he's gonna double move up
60 feet,
and
so
then take a shot at his
you'll be
crossbow.
50 feet away.
So 24 to hit the crossbow.
That hits. This is, I'm assuming, not the one with the crown.
Not the one.
Mm.
15, 17 damage.
17 damage. Okay. That dude is fucked up, but he's not dead. What do they do after they run out of people to attack?
They just does nothing.
So they won't attack you guys.
Won't attack us. If he doesn't have a target to attack, he just
Alright, so crazy guy or crown guy attacks the other guy and hits him and kills him. And then he just drops the body he was dragging and just stands there.
somebody go stab him.
Well, all right. I was already running and charging at him, so I
We'll say that
will.
you and
put
Vermont
my-
basically move right up to him at the same time, and you can both make full advantage attacks.
I'm gonna pull out my short sword and.
Okay, that's fine.
Do I need to make an attack roll?
Nah, we'll say you just fucking slice for me.
Right, you just brain him.
Well,
like-
my attempt was to also.
You start doing this, and then Bourbon comes up from the front and then just smashes his skull.
Hey! We've got to take the full head back with us. Don't just smash the skull, and we got to chop his head off. What do you think I'm doing here?
You can still tell it's a null.
Yeah.
Yeah. But still, come on, man. I'm trying to chop his head off. I lay him on the ground. I'm like, now use your warhammer to chop his head off.
Just smashes his head off. I mean, you could do it over time. Just keep smashing the neck until it just mushed off.
Mushed. Specifically mushed.
First it's crunched and then mushed
And then they
off.
have mushed off. That'd be so gross.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so. All right,
Could you
let's
imagine if that
shuffle
was
their
like
head off.
how they beheaded people back in the day? They
Yeah.
cut your head off. Instead of cutting your head off,
Just
just
smash your head off.
Swipe you in the neck so your head falls off.
Basically.
Oh, that sounds so fucking terrible. First of all, because you're not real. Guys, I hate shit on my neck. So like, that's the worst.
Just a hammer.
All right, so we chop all their heads off.
All right, now you have
6
knoll heads.
knoll heads.
By the way, these gnolls look extremely emaciated.
I was about to say, they got me malnourished.
Super malnourished. They look super fucked up.
You have any money on them?
You imagine you just walking along with your boys, and then one of them sprouts a crown and tries to stab you with a spear.
I don't want to ever imagine that.
You gotta get a better will save, man. That's like all my spells. Like, other than Eldritch Blast, I have like one spell that's not brain shit. Everything else.
Yeah, they look extremely emaciated. Like you can see ribs and all kinds of shit. They're super fucked up.
Well, we did them a favor.
Yeah, you guys really helped them out.
Yeah, totally.
Still don't know why they're trying to drag that one body back, but
Yeah, they were gonna eat it. I feel like, yeah.
Probably.
Yeah. Like, oh man, we're dying. We'll take that.
Yeah. What would you do?
I would not try to drag a body back while people were trying to murder me actively.
They're also really dumb, I think.
Those are not generally stupid.
I mean, their base intelligence is 6.
Never mind.
They're pretty
Rephrase.
dumb. They're pretty dumb. They're like
Pretty dumb.
Forrest Gump, smart. Maybe a little dumber than that.
And they're always evil. Yeah, did you hear that Wizards is going to take that out?
Yeah.
In the future? So technically, they've already arrived.
Yeah, that's very woke culture shit.
Yeah.
That just
They've decided to remove the
I could care
alignment
less.
slot from like monsters and stuff.
Interesting.
But it's just like every player already knew that. Just because it says chaotic evil in the book doesn't mean that like
all
everyone
gnolls is
yeah.
going to be.
Oh, yeah.
we got that already. We're adults. For the most part.
Most of us.
I don't know. That's not a debate that I'm ever going to get into, like with the
It's
group.
just unnecessary. And what I want to know is like, what
It's
group
all
of
that
people was
Yeah,
pressuring?
I'm sorry.
No,
What
it's fine.
group of people was pressuring Wizards to even do that? Like, what group of players?
I don't
was
think it
like,
was players.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah,
It's
there's like no way.
employees, because what I read, it's employees. People that work, that have come out of college and stuff like that, they've come out of these different schools and stuff like that.
The orcs don't have to be evil, and I feel like it's like, yeah, they don't. But if it's in the monster manual, it's supposed to be an enemy. So like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It just seemed like a little much. It felt like pandering.
It is pandering. It's definitely trying to, they're just trying to be part of that whole movement and the wool coat culture and all that stuff.
Because at first I was like, oh, cool. And then I was like, who didn't already like do that though? I've played in a bunch of games where you come across the like not evil orc village.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that happens all the time. Or you come across like the not like one of my favorite things to do is like I don't really give many dragons, especially Pathfinder. I never gave dragons alignment.
Okay.
Like they had it was whatever they were. Like I had tons of good red dragons.
Right, because it is an intelligent creature, right?
Yeah,
like,
he just
it doesn't
like
have to be evil.
he's
because
just
it's a
good.
dragon.
He's just like, yeah, I like burning stuff and I like cooked meat and barbecue and I like helping villagers. That's what I do.
I keep them warm.
I keep them warm.
By burning their houses down.
You did.
They're not all smart. They were like all my red dragons are like smile. No, they're not. This one's named Bob.
Ooh, just kind of derpy, right? Super powerful creature, really dumb. How did you live this long, though?
Because everyone saves him. All these fucking adventurers come to take his treasure. Then they get there, find out he doesn't have it because he gave it away to the poor. But then those same poor people help him make sure, hey, listen, there's adventurers coming. You should probably leave. Oh, thanks, guys.
I love it. Well, yeah, we got there and the dragon's gone. Oh, weird.
He took all his treasure with him, too.
Oh, man. Should we just like leave these heads here, or?
We're taking the heads. We need the money.
No, I mean like we could come back. Like, are we about to go into a place where there's gonna be more holes?
Probably.
Oh, are we?
I mean, you can bring it to the foot of where you're going,
That
so you don't
makes
have to
sense.
like walk all the way back and be like, well, we thought we were gonna get it, but then all these wolves came up and stole the heads.
That's fair.
We put the heads in a bag and just leave them at the top of the crevice or something. The crevasse before we go.
That correct yourself.
All right, so you guys, you're approaching the chasm. What's I like to call it? Chasm.
The cackling chasm.
The chasm.
How do you that pronounced words weird like that?
A yawning chasm ahead of you threatens to devour you as if it were a giant icy maw.
That means for chance.
The wind sweeping through the mountains can't drown out the inhumane cackling that echoes in the depths of the
So
chasm.
there's just a shit ton of gnolls out there cackling for no reason. It's all horses. A bunch of horses. We're definitely gonna murder them.
You guys found Horton. He's down here.
He's just laughing hysterically.
No, Knowles, it's just him.
Who keeps the fucking elephant laughing gas?
Poor Jeff.
God damn it.
He'll really rethink that in the future, making dumb characters.
They made really good clerics. They have great stat bills for it.
Yeah. But they're not woolly mammoths like he was trying to make them.
No, they're just fucking
They're
elephants.
desert
man.
people.
Mastodons, yeah.
Anyways, so yeah. So I'm assuming you're gonna look over the edge chasm.
Naturally.
Okay.
Just give it a little peek.
Yeah,
we're all just.
you can see stony projections resembling teeth, as well as a ledge about 30 feet down. A wider ledge is about 100 feet down, but it's really difficult to see.
Do we see how the gnolls are getting down?
Yeah, there's like a cave entrance nearby that kind of leads into the.
So we have to kill all.
So
of
there's
them?
like a cave that goes in,
Or we can
and
just
then there's
kill
a
these
chasm
guys.
that splits the whole thing with a ledge that goes around it, and then more caves on the other side.
I mean, the only real reason that we came here, besides getting gold for these gnollheads, was also we were looking for some magic fish hut.
Yeah.
Because they killed the lady who owned the fish hut.
Yeah, allegedly.
It wasn't these ones, was it? With this guy?
No. But it helps with my story.
Allegedly, the chick had a magic fish hook that let her catch magic fish.
Magical
All right.
fish.
It's probably false. It might have been a magic fish hook, but I bet it only caught regular fish. But
Hey, if we put all the heads in the bag, can we make it into a weapon and we beat people with the fucking heads of them?
Seems really extreme.
It was just a thought. Hey, we're role playing here. I thought we were having fun.
We are having fun. I think it's a great idea. Let's do it, Molly.
Yes.
Where's the bag coming from?
Did they have clothes on them?
Yeah, they did.
We took their clothes and made it
Oh,
into
you
a
stitched the
bag.
bag too.
Well, we didn't stitch it. We just kind of like tied the
Okay.
sleeves together, you know?
Just made a makeshift bag.
Yeah, we made a makeshift bag to put their heads in.
Okay, you guys have a makeshift bag headed weapon.
With
I'll allow it for role playing purposes.
I
I
think
need
it's a
you
great
to
idea.
not whack and roll with their heads.
How much-
Oh, bro, I'm so doing.
So if a creature that stands normally about 7 feet tall has a head that's roughly the size of a human's head, how much? You look up stuff. How much does the average human head, adult head weigh?
All right, I will figure it out. Hey, Google, you're a whore. £11.
11 pounds. Yeah.
Okay,
Every
so you
human
have
being
a
weighs around 11 pounds.
66 pounds.
That bitch is heavy.
We'll say they're dumb, so we'll say 60 pounds.
Not a lot of brain in there.
Okay, 60 pounds plus your bag made of makeshift fucking clothing. So another 10 pounds.
70
So you have a
pounds.
70-pound flail, head flail.
Yes. Yes. That's exactly what I thought. I'm like, this sounds like fun.
If you swing
Can I
it
stop
in
it?
combat, you have disadvantage on it because it's not really a weapon. You'll have to make an athletics check to actually swing it. And if you manage to swing it, I'll allow even a decent amount of damage because it's a lot of weight.
Cool. I got an
That's
alright
how you would
It'll
athletics.
probably do better than the rest of your other weapons you picked out.
I was like, what's the most delicate weapon that does the least amount of damage? I want that one.
Oh, fuck you. That's not what I picked.
Fucking with
I
you.
picked dual wielding short swords. I feel like that's really great.
Short sword.
What should I pick instead?
I would have gone with a like heavier weapon for my main hand, like a long sword or something.
But I was trying to be like that. I'm like a samurai, and I have like my 2 swords on my back where I can just.
Fucking a katana would have been better.
Yeah.
Is that an option?
Yeah.
Well, how would I know? I don't fucking play D&D. I play Pathfinder. I
First of all,
know.
Pathfinder is based off of D&D.
Okay,
You
well,
kind of do know D&D.
well, I don't. I play a fucking fire sorcerer, so I don't have weapons.
I appreciate that you like made it an aesthetic choice.
Yeah, you did choose an aesthetic choice.
Because most people would have done what I would normally do, and like a bigger weapon in your main hand to do more damage, and then a smaller weapon in your offhand to reduce your nags, like a light weapon, like a short sword or something.
No, I did it for like
But yeah,
the thought process of being like a badass.
aesthetic choices.
You're not trying to.
Not trying to make
Okay,
it
well,
nice.
the next town we go to, I'll trade my swords for katanas if that's an option.
That's really out of character.
Oh, good time.
I mean, it's the same. That's what a samurai would use, right?
Well, yeah, well, a samurai would have. No,
Are there still double weapons in
I don't. I think they got rid of double weapons because they simplify combat so much.
Yeah, double. That would be kind of cool. We could just redo it and say.
What?
So
Redo
a double sword is a sword on both sides. It's like
And
Darth
you
Maul.
use it like a staff. And they used to have. They had some
Oh,
there were some kind of complex rules because like the way it worked was like a double-handed weapon or like a double-handed weapon. And when they simplified combat a lot in 5th edition, so I think they probably took it. I don't think they had it.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I love using double weapons with like monks because you get to like flurry of blows with like quarter staffs and shit.
I had a character that had a double flail.
You just fucking whack it.
Dude, it was so wicked, man. Throwing that thing around.
You remember the double walking stick katana that they had in Pathfinder 1? We had a guy, his character got one of those and didn't know what it was. He just thought it
It's
was a
not
cool
on
looking
here.
walking stick when he bought it.
Mm-hmm.
And then it turned out to be one of those. And so he like
What's that on there?
there is no such thing as a katana on this
I
thing.
don't think D&D 5e has katana, but I mean
It
I would
does
probably
not.
just give it the stats of a longsword.
Yeah, it would just be a long sword. Yeah.
Because that's all the katana was in the first like Pathfinder 3.5.
Yeah, 3.5.
It had a
Katana,
different
no,
crit range.
katana would have a better crit.
Yeah, it had a 19 to 20 crit range, but it still only did the D8 with that. And you had to have a feat to use it in one hand.
Yeah, because it was
It was an exotic
an
weapon.
exotic weapon. Oh wow.
Well, then a longsword would be my technical only other option because a
The
lot of these are
Oriental campaign, although I
two-handed.
hated that name. I could have picked any other name.
So really,
Oriental. The word Oriental is kind of deceiving. But anyway.
eh. I picked what I thought was best for my character based on the
I think
knowledge
you
that
made
I
it-
picked
you
on the
made it
website.
You made a cool choice. We were just making fun of you to make fun of you.
Okay, well,
Everyone gets made fun of.
I'm a badass, and now I'm gonna beat people up with the heads of their friends.
I think that's more unfair.
I think it's horrifying.
I think it's amazing.
It
I
would-
am
like,
being
as
very
they're-
savage.
As
They're
they're dying,
fucking
you should
hyenas.
open the bag and like show them what's in it. Like, yeah.
You're going in there too. Nyam, 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 nyam.
I'm gonna add 6 more pounds.
So
Exactly.
horrible.
All right, let's go murder some folks.
You get like
the
hit
heads
with a
there.
tooth. I feel like it would suck you with that.
I fucking 70-pound bag of heads. Yeah, absolutely, bro.
You get hit with any part of the head. You know, like bone. But like it's like you get like a tooth like it's stuck in you.
Basically, be like bowling.
It fucking hurts.
So we said it was
Toss them out of
6.6 pounds each.
No, apparently
11
it weighs
pounds.
like every
11.
11 pounds, and there's 6 of them.
And we're saying they weigh 10 pounds. basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go murder some folks.
Let's go
With
down.
a
a
bag
hole.
of heads.
All right. At the south end of the chasm, humanoid skulls are stacked on either side of the cave mouth that contain icy steps descending into the rock. Blood has been used to draw crude symbols on the skulls.
Is it just like random symbols, or is it a language?
It's a particular symbol that keeps on repeating itself over and over.
Religion check?
Yeah, that would actually be appropriate here.
Oh, fuck, and I 20.
No, good.
22.
22 will do it. The symbol on each skull looks like a 3-headed flail. Any character who succeeds on the religion check recognizes this to be a symbol of Inaghu. Inaghu is the demon lord of gnolls.
Okay.
I keep forgetting that we're in Forgotten Realms.
Yeah, Inaghu.
Because it's a different one in their song, right?
Yeah. Inaghu is like the
Patron saint of gnolls.
patron, yeah, exactly.
Patron devil of gnolls.
Let's see if I got Inaghu right here.
Because in D&D, it's the three-eyed thing, the three-eyed jackal or whatever is the symbol of the thing. Like the gnolls worship. I can't remember its name.
Let's see if there's a good picture here of Inaghu. It's probably the best picture of Inaghu. That's Inaghu.
Interesting.
Yeah, real sexy.
I'm too sexy for a neat shirt.
There's a picture of Inaghu's face.
Ew. We're not friends.
Beautiful smile.
Inaghu is one of the demon lords of the abyss that once roamed the prime-material plane. He is ever hungering, ever wandering, to conquer and devour, leaving destruction, fetid meat, and waves of yipping, angry hyenas to devour what's left behind.
Oh, so these guys.
Yeah, gnolls.
Yeah, gnolls really, they were.
Are there gnolls on there? No, those are like
No?
dragon people, right? Lizard folk? Isn't it?
Oh, I
What
don't
are
know.
these things supposed to be?
They kind of look like hyena faces. I don't know.
The followers of that dragon, they're supposed to be dragonborn? I'm just not aware of D&D having any like humanoid dragon monsters like this.
I have no clue what this is.
Dragon Knights.
That's a gnoll. Just so you
Yeah,
know.
Gnoll just looks like
Okay.
a person, like a warrior behind that, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it. Alright, let's go murder them.
Gnolls I'm familiar with.
Yeah, so do you guys kind of like move in at a slow pace, or you're just kind of
Yep.
rushing in here making a bunch of noise to a bunch of
Nope.
assholes?
So
We're
do we want to
just-
go through the cave, or do we want to use our climbing gear and try to like scale
We're
down
going
the
through the
side
cave.
of the chasm?
She told you what's
Going
that.
through the cave.
So in
Going
this,
through the cave.
so into this,
So I can drag the heads behind me.
let's see, once you come into here, kind of head down some steps, past the skulls, and then you see crude steps lead down to a frigid, 10-foot high cave filled with putrid stench.
Gross.
The mostly broken bones of humanoids and animals lay scattered on the icy floor amid bits of metal and torn strips of leather. Let's see. Most of the bones have been broken to enable the gnolls to get into the marrow deep inside. It looks like past feasts included elk, reindeer, moose, foxes, wolves, and humanoids. Some of the bones look like they could, in fact, be gnolls.
Right.
Anything they could get their grimy paws on.
Yeah. Do you guys search this area, or do you want to just move on? Because there's a cave to the north, like a further on, and then another set of stairs that kind of go down towards where the chasm is.
So we want to check out this cave.
I'll stick in the cave.
I don't want to leave any of these things behind us.
Yeah, we should go to the cave.
All right, so you move into what looks like a crude stone altar with a mountain goat's bloody head resting atop it. Dominates the 8-foot high cave. the floor around the altar is littered with gnawed animal bones. And then kind of gathered around this altar are 4 gnolls who do not immediately take out their weapons or anything. Like they're armed, but they're not like, they see you and they're kind of like chill. Like they don't like growl at you or anything.
Interesting.
I'm gonna try to
Like they're kind of yipping at each other. And then, yeah, they are speaking. They're speaking whatever gnolls speak language they speak.
I think it's called No. I speak it too.
Yeah, I think it is. No, it doesn't specifically say it here, but yeah, language is no. Yeah, so they're yipping back and forth in their no language, and basically says, yeah, we should just let them. We should just let them in. We should just let them in. No, we should let them in. No, we should eat them. And then they keep talking about their leader Chizka. They said, no, this is Chizka's fault. Let these humanoids kill Chizka. We won't bother with them.
I will telepathically relay that information to my thing. So apparently,
And then because you guys aren't talking and you're just staring at them, and they're like, what are they doing? I don't know what they're doing. Humanoids are so strange.
so I'm gonna.
They don't speak like any kind of common language.
No.
I could address them, but you would have to. Whatever, I don't know. Human mouth can make these words.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Roof, roof, bark, bark.
Yeah, do that.
Her language is all meow meow, so I don't whatever.
I
And then they're completely shocked that you speak.
no.
No. How do you know our language?
Well, I learned your language via a mystical process.
Amazing.
It's a long story.
Amazing.
Who's Chiska? Is Chiska the reason why you guys look hungry? Because I gotta.
Chiska is who brought us here. Chiska is who cursed us. We came here believing Chiska would. So basically, they say that Chiska is a fang of Yinagu,
Also, I'm
and
chosen.
like a chosen one.
Yeah.
There's a basically. Let's see. The gnolls, the captain, like all gnolls, were born in this fashion. The rift has formed between the creator and its creations. The fang of Yinagu, Chizka, is being blamed for the pack's recent misfortunes. It led the gnolls to Icewindale, promising abundant food. But what the gnolls got instead was an unending winter and barely enough nourishment to sustain them. The gnolls have been forced to resort to cannibalism to survive when food is scarce, and the pack has no hyenas to replenish its dwindling numbers. Because of this, Chizka lacks the ability to sustain the pack and to create more gnolls. Chizka's usefulness has come to an end as far as the rest of the pack is concerned.
So if we get rid of Chiska, you guys will leave.
Yeah. Yeah, because
We should offer them food if they help us get rid of him.
I don't think they'll go that far.
You don't know that. If we offer them food, they might. They're starving.
she said they cannot take any direct action against
Should
Chizka.
have made them, right?
What's that?
Is that how it works?
Mate? What?
No, she like made them like gnolls are like
Oh.
Created.
like magical beasts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're magic
Uh,
beasts. They can't take direct action against her
they promise not to
because
harm
she's a
us.
chosen. She's a fang, so she can't. They can't take any direct action
Like
against her.
physically.
They physically are incapable,
But they'll leave us
but they'll leave you alone and let you fucking kill her, and then they'll just
Ask them about the fishing poles.
You guys know anything about a magic fishing rod?
they don't know anything about that. They're
Probably don't know what fishing pole is. Like, let's go down.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's downward we go.
Well, we'll deal with Chiska, and then you guys can skedaddle. Pay no attention to your friend's heads in the back. All right, so we're gonna go.
I feel like we should throw a fish at them.
Oh, and as a thank you.
Yeah. Like, swear you're gonna leave us alone. Here's a fish. No, leave us alone. Give them a fish. They might fight each other over it, and if one of them dies, it's one less that we have to deal with later. But Rather than fight over food,
Whatever
let's
you
fight
all
over
want
us.
to do. It's
I'm cool with leaving them. I don't really care.
Give him a piece of fish. Yeah, give him some fish.
okay. You throw them some fish, and they basically attack each other and fight over the fish. But eventually, they kind of share.
See?
So I feel like I don't really care if they live or die, but it sounds like if we get rid of Chiska, they'll
Because
just leave.
Just
So,
you know, you guys get all the experience for essentially defeating them. So
Yeah, we just don't want them to fight us, you know? So I'd rather give them, like, something to get them to not want to fight us. Other than killing the
She'll
leader.
fight Chiska, I'm gonna take the-
all right.
Alright, I'll kill her without you, don't worry. I'm just kidding.
It's not like
So
you
downward we go.
You don't really need that much help.
I gotta hit on Nelson.
What?
Nelson almost died, that's why.
You guys are crushing this. Glad I picked this particular one. At random, actually, just picked the shortest one. I didn't have to read this one.
That's fair.
Now, some of them were like really long. I was like, wow, this is a really long adventure. You got this whole thing. There's this whole underground thing, and there's all this other. Jesus.
Jeebus.
All kinds of food. There's all these. So, because you guys are in chapter 2, because chapter 1 was the 10 towns, all those little adventures, and now you're in chapter 2, which is like the tall tales. Everything is like these big. They're basically the same thing. You just some more adventures, but each one has got a little bit more meat to it.
Yeah.
You know, except for this particular
There'll
one.
be not just a one time. It'll be like a multi
Yeah.
session to get through the whole thing.
Yeah, this one I think we may because you guys are negotiating. I think we'll be able to get through it tonight, and then that'll be it for that one. But then these other ones are like they're like 2 or 3 sessions each.
That's fair. Alright, let's go murder this bitch.
Especially this one because it's so fucking cool. There's some fucking weird shit. Like I'm reading some of these, I'm like, you gotta go where? You have to ride on the back of what? You have to find some ancient ship that crashed? Like, what is going on here? There's literally like underground cities. All kinds of
Oh,
fucking
fuck yeah.
shit.
It's gonna be great.
All right, so you leave them alone.
We head down.
Into the depths.
It says that the
Tracking
I forgot
heads.
to read this. I forgot to read this description, but it said that the 4 gnolls, if they're found in the shrine area, they're crouched before the altar, weighing the ramifications of licking the flesh off of the goat's skull, which is meant to be an offering to their demon lord.
I was thinking about it, like,
They're
when
like,
we get in trouble if
"We're in trouble." Like, how would your characters know what they're thinking specifically? But I think it's funny that they wrote that in there.
They always give you that stuff.
I think
So
it's
much
great.
information in these adventure paths that, like, if you as the DM don't say out loud, no one at the table knows.
30 feet. So you guys move into like the rift. Basically, you go down into those
Yep.
stairs, and then it kind of goes to the frozen rift. 30 feet below the surface, a shelf of rock surrounds the chasm's gaping maw. Its cracked sides riddled with caves and festoons with sharp rocks. Farther down in the chasm, you see dead gnolls impaled on some of these fang-like protrusions.
It's like they fell.
Yeah, like they fell, they got pushed, and they were during fights or whatever.
Just
And
never
they
retreat.
chop
Yeah.
their heads off and add it to the bag.
Manic laughter echoes through the chasm as you look around, the sounds ricocheting off of the walls that makes its origin impossible to pinpoint. So here's another little tidbit of information that you guys would never know. Chizka, the Fang Enogoth, or Enog, I always say
Whatever. Fancy word.
fancy word, encourages internal fighting whenever it senses the pack might turn against it. The dead gnolls seen throughout the chasm were victims of either these squabbles or their own carelessness. Although the ledge that allows access to the various caves is slick with ice, cautious characters can move on without falling. So, yeah, that's why they're down there.
So they either got pushed off or they're just dumb.
They just
Yeah.
fell.
I would do. Man, I just know, like, me as a person, my ADD would kick in at some point while I was walking up and down these floors. I would just fucking eat it. Dead.
So you can just kind of track around the edge and then go into the other cave. There's 2 other caves. There's like the first one immediately once you get across, and then if you further track up on the ledge, there's another one up ahead.
Go to the
So
first
you
one.
go through the first one.
Cave.
Okay, painted in blood on the walls of this 8-foot-high cave are pictographs of a towering monster with sharp teeth that wields what looks like a 3-headed flail. Packs of hyenas feed on the corpses in its wake. A small fire crackles near the south wall, filling the cave with smoke. Cooking above the fire is a small green fish, while behind the fire, leaning against the south wall, is a blood-encrusted spear and a fishing pole. And then, of course, on the other side, on the other side of the fire, is another knoll. This one looks pretty fucking twisted looking.
Just one?
One, she's got white fur. Chiska is super fucked up looking. She looks much.
Do we know that it is her without you telling us that?
Yeah, you can. She's bigger than the other
Looks
ones.
different.
Bigger. She's like
Okay.
her eyes more intelligent. Like she's just like looks up at you. She like, her claws like pop out. Like she literally claws pop out.
Oof.
And she don't have bullshit claws like you. She has like kill you claws.
Whatever, bitch.
Knives just come out of her fingertip. Just turns into Edward.
Yeah, well,
Wolverine.
they do as much damage as longswords. So
Fuck
yeah,
Holy
Hey.
shit. Okay,
yeah, they're
yeah.
like this long.
What are my
Definitely
claws?
should've
Oh yeah, mine are only 1d4. Should've what?
We should've
You're fine. Roll initiative.
Or just
You
throw
don't
this
need
big
the
old bag of
barbarian.
heads right at her. Oh, I forgot I gotta roll for this person too.
Go, yeah. Man, you guys are fucked.
Oh yeah?
Roll like a 2.
I got a 22.
Oof.
Oh shit, that sucks.
I got a 19.
Wait,
She's
are you gonna keep
jump
track
over
of
this
this?
fire and murder you. She's gonna eat your throat.
All right. So Chiska got me a 22.
Yeah.
I always forget your character's name.
Kiyomi.
Kiyomi. Got a what?
7.
7. Nelson got a 19. Damon got 13. And then cleric guy whose name starts with a V.
Verbont got a 2.
Got a 2.
Yes. I rolled my really bad rolls on initiative, so that way I will roll better for attack.
I always tell myself that it never ends up.
Shh. I believe I want to believe.
It's just concerned.
She just has this low growl, and then she kind of like bounces back on her like hind legs and just launches over the fire.
Woof.
Oh, let me draw this a little bit.
About to die.
You're about to die.
Now there's 4 of us and one of her. We'll get her.
No, you guys won't kill her. She's like challenge rating 45. You guys are challenge rating 4.
No, she's not. Don't lie to us.
I'm not lying.
Don't hurt our feelings this early on. Come on. We almost died from an avalanche. Now you're gonna kill us by a knoll.
Listen, you didn't almost die. He almost died. You led him to his death. Let's be clear.
This is also very true.
You didn't roll so poorly. He'd still be, not at one level of exhaustion right now.
Hey, at least he's only at 1.
It's true.
Could have been worse, friend. You could have actually died.
Yeah. Just think of that.
Well, we should all remember the fact that I actually should be dead.
On many accounts.
Accidentally alive.
Yep, I
in a
remember that.
verdict fight.
I remember that.
Made up shit.
I remember that.
When I said you missed me, but it was definitely a hit. I definitely would have died right there.
You would have been dead there. It's cave. Fire pit. guys are like,
Hey, we're here. Hey, welcome. How you doing? Hey, I'm here to get stuff. I'm here. Hey, what's up?
and
I love that his teeth are all white and like gross looking.
she just basically jumps across, lands right here,
Oh fuck.
and just starts fucking eating people's faces. She senses the weakness though, and goes all out on the rook.
Perfect.
Should have been all the people for the weakest guy. Should have been old Nelly, but I'm not mad at that. Let Nelly live.
Does a 9 hit him?
It's gonna be a big negative.
What about 20?
That's gotta hit for sure.
So one bite and 1 claw hits.
This is about to do like 40 damage.
It's not that bad.
Her claw is a D8.
Yeah, claws do, but I mean,
What does a bite do, like a 6?
Yeah.
Still more than a normal bite. Yeah, it's like horrifying.
all right. So the bite does 8 points of damage,
Alright.
and the target must make a Constitution saving throw.
12.
12. You make it. That's good.
That's good.
And then
You said the bite did how much damage?
8.
8 damage, and the claw does 7 damage. See,
15.
not that bad. You're okay.
He is 9 health.
It's fine.
That's why he goes last. He'll just heal us all.
And it is now
Except
Nelson's turn. Just right there, right next to Nelson.
You just got right there in the middle of all of us.
Just gonna take a little step right there. And he has what's gold. I think she has to roll the same.
Wait, did Burbon move? Because she like landed right in between.
Oh, well, that's just where you placed him.
Oh, okay, so we're around in there. So I would like
Yeah.
At least I don't move. Yay! Oh yeah, I have to roll. 25 hit.
25 hits, yeah.
Then I do a T12. Cast a signal spell, so 2d12. $21 damage.
That is fucking fantastic. Great job.
And that's a witch bolt, so I can just do a free D12 damage on a turns for ever. Oh, a minute. Okay.
For 10 rounds.
1 minute.
So potentially 120 points of damage. If you roll 12 every time.
Every time.
It's pretty nice though.
This guy's turn.
It is the rogue's turn. Yeah, he's gonna attack.
I'm gonna tell these guys that their characters are involved and stuff. This is what happens when they quit playing D&D.
18 hit.
Yeah, 18 hits.
This is offhand. This is 9 points.
All right.
And he is going to use his cunning action now to disengage. And he doesn't provoke because it is an evil little swashbuckler thing, and you know that thing has attack opportunity.
Uh, 23 with the first short sword and 9
Yes.
with the second.
9 with the second.
Yeah.
That 9 is not going to do it.
Okay, so the first one hits. Just 1d6. Poop.
Fiddle Foul is the
3.
correct response.
Yeah. 3 points of damage.
All right.
And then I'll use action surge to do it again.
Action surge!
13.
Okay.
And 10.
10 doesn't do it. 13.
Curse you, action surge.
6 points of damage.
All right. Who's up after Meow?
Cleric. Revert.
You know, Chiska also speaks Abyssal, just in case you want to speak something else.
I speak Abyssal.
Do you think he should do a heal? Who else got damaged? Just the one guy. Oh, fuck that guy. We're not using the heal yet.
Alright.
He only has so many, right?
Yeah, you're right.
Can only cast it so many times.
And he's not a real person.
Yeah,
Yeah, fuck that guy. So,
He's
I
like an
mean, whatever,
NPC.
I guess he's gonna do the fucking stupid
I'm so
sacred,
late
oh
in
fuck,
games.
sacred flame that I keep wanting to roll for.
I never do like the bad guy runs in games because I gotta feel bad when I like need to.
She got, what is it? That's a dexterity?
Dexterity.
She got 11.
The spell DC is a 13, so I assume that means no.
That means you hit.
We did.
Cool. And a D8. No, shit. Only 3 points.
That's okay.
That sucks.
She's not looking great. I mean, you guys did a lot of damage.
And
Your
now
witch
it's her
bolt
turn.
fucked her up.
The witchy bolt.
Now it's her turn.
Her turn to unleash hell upon just you.
That's my only non-cantrip that actually does like direct
Okay.
damage. Is it like roll a secret throw for your brain?
Does a 7 hit you?
Shockingly, no.
What about a 19?
Oh, yeah.
that would do
Just
it.
fine.
And the other
Just a
2
couple.
hits hit you.
Just a couple points.
No, it's not terrible damage. So,
That's actually a null, huh?
of course. All right, so her claw does decent damage. Her claw does 11 points of slashing damage. Her longsword fingers.
Yo, she hit with authorized attack, she can easily kill somebody.
And then her bite does 8. And you have to make a Constitution saving throw.
Me?
Yes.
That's fucking
Her bite
19.
is
Was
full
it?
of fetid meat.
Oh, okay.
A 9.
9 is not going to do it.
You want to add anything to it?
And that's a 6 on the die.
Oh, I thought you rolled a 9 on the die.
No, that's unfortunate.
Well, you only take 3 more points of poison damage.
Alright. That's fine.
It's better than 12.
That's fine. It's cool. It just means I'm gonna slash at her and then I'm gonna run away.
It's fine. Just don't run to the fire.
Okay, I'll try not
She
to.
got that Komodo dragon mouth.
Your turn. Do it, Nelson. Do it. Oh, she gets. Don't forget her persistent damage.
3d12.
You know.
4.
What is it? I'm sorry. What was
4
it?
points of damage.
Fuck you.
Lingering from my witch bolt.
I see it in the air. I saw it. Now it's gone. He's floating around here somewhere.
Oh,
That's
the
the pair.
mosquito.
Yeah, I just saw him glimpse of him.
22
You know,
yet?
I mean, first of all, it's a her. And second of all, I want to remix mansplaining things here. But,
You know what?
Accurate enough.
but I will say this. She's probably full. Maybe that's why she's not biting you anymore.
No,
like,
I
I'm really
fucking
sad.
coated myself.
I'm really satisfied.
12 damage
12 damage.
from my Eldritch Blast.
Whatever.
Should I do it?
No, she's not. But she's really close.
Alright, his turn.
His turn. He's gonna fucking come back, I guess.
Get her in the butthole.
Man,
Now, her butthole's off limits.
hardness.
You don't know that.
No, she doesn't do it.
17 hit.
Jesus.
17, yes. You can take pictures of it, but
Mother. 5 points of damage.
I'm about to pick up the spray bottle and spray
Oh,
you, bad cat.
I'm just playing,
So the big 5.
mostly.
5 points of damage.
And then
5 points of damage?
disengaging.
Oh, man. It's only 5? Don't have anything else you can add to that.
Nope.
Got it.
18
Hit.
and 14.
Hit.
Alright, so. Wait, 1d6. 3. 11 points of damage. And then I'm going.
She's fucking dead.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, then never mind. I'm not gonna move.
It's just you just slash deep into her her throat, and it just starts bleeding. She actually looks confused, like how she got defeated.
How I did.
And then she's just like completely shocked, and then hits the ground dead.
Fishing pole.
Oh my god.
Fishing pole.
I'm gonna guess.
The fishing pole is unremarkable,
Right.
but there is a hook on it that is magical. Yes.
It is a magic hook.
Magic hook.
We're taking just the hook or the whole pole?
Next to the fire is a bloodstained bolt of cloth that has been folded around a pile of coins that the gnolls have lifted from victims, creating a makeshift bundle that holds 21 gold pieces, 56 silver, and 117 copper pieces.
21 gold, 56 silver,
100 what?
117 copper.
117 copper.
There's.
You want to split this between me and you?
I want to cast detect magic on the fish.
Oh wait, yeah. Is there a fish in here?
On the green fish?
Above the fire.
No, it's not. It's just a green.
Just to check.
It's just a green fish.
Just check. They said the magic hook on magic fish, which that part seems unlikely.
Yeah, it doesn't mention anything about the.
I'm sure that's what is a magic fish. Like,
It is a magical hook on.
is there anything else? She wasn't fighting us with weapons. She was fighting us with death hands.
Mangy paws.
Holy shit! The fish is magical.
It is a magical fish!
All right. Tell us more about this magical green fish.
Yeah, it says a green fish with copper bands on it, like copper stripes.
And it's fucking
It's fucking magic. Yeah.
All right.
Fire, I guess. I don't know. You eat it. When you eat it, do you get a death? It's so good. What do shit about fish?
Well, it's magic. You should know about magic.
Is it cooked or was it just?
It's cooked. Yeah, you could eat it.
I'm scared to eat it though. Like what sort of fish magic would I grow gills if I eat it?
Only one way to find out. Take a
Or
bite,
if it's
Nelson.
like a healing fish.
She was so fucking cool. This fucking hook is awesome. I was like, there was a magic hook. I'm like, that's sweet.
Hey, David.
Depending on the type of magic fish it catches, determines the magical properties of the fish.
So it does in fact catch magical fish.
Yes, different types of magic fish.
What?
It's pretty rad.
A magical fish hook.
Yeah, you basically, when you go and fish with this thing and you're able to actually, you have to, make survival checks and so they can actually catch fish. You roll a d20 to determine the type of fish.
What kind of magic fish it catches?
Yeah, and the most common is the green fish.
David, eat this fish.
He eats the fish.
What happens to him? Doesn't die.
He does not die, no. But the
Is he
fish
healed?
provides a day's worth of nourishment for the one creature that eats it. One tiny fish. It is literally a tiny fish. One full
Damn.
day of nourishment.
Oh my god.
It's pretty cool, right?
We should keep this fish. Fish hook.
Like, oh, we didn't find the bowl. It's so
I
sad.
thought it was gonna be like magical and that it was like ever sharp or you couldn't lose it or like whatever. Like you're guaranteed to like hook whatever
It's
fish bites
considered
it.
it's considered a rare, wondrous item.
No idea.
No, when you said it earlier, I swear you said it was magic. It caught magic fish.
Yeah,
so.
but he said that was like a tall tale.
It is a tall
So
tale.
like Nelson was thinking that
Yeah,
it was
but-
just like the hook had magical effects.
I know better.
But
I
what the
live
fuck
here.
is a magic fish? Like,
But now,
but now it's like
the next time you guys get a tall tale and there's little tidbits of information in it, you might be like, we should make sure we do all those things.
This could be very believable. All right, so let's chop her head off and add it to the bag of heads.
I feel like we should ask for more money for like the super
Oh, we will.
roll head.
It's Trovis. He's only paying you.
Oh, it's true. Yeah, okay, no, it's
Caraconics, like it's coming out of Caraconics.
They're going to be giving us 70 gold.
I thought this was just like a person.
All right, so- Chopped her head off. Now we have 7 heads.
All right, so you guys go to the next cave group, which basically is like a dwelling cave area, which looks like there's like paths here for like total of like 12 gnolls. There's only 6 in here, and they 100% just leave you alone. Why there's only 6? Because you killed the other 6 out on the plane.
Also, we just killed their leader, so even if they were inclined to attack us.
Was there any more fish lying around?
No magic fish or anything like that.
I feel like if you had described it when we first walked in as like a tiny fish, I just would have laughed and like, this bitch hungry as fuck. She about to cook that little last fish.
And she's gonna feed only herself and no one else.
So there's another room that's branched off of this second cave, and then you guys saw something on the ledge before you went into the cave. It looked like a cage, but you just kind of left it alone. You just went into this cave first. And then there's a storeroom in the back. The storeroom, it's like rotten crates, torn sacks, and shit like that. It's already
Nothing good.
I'm not gonna search through it.
Yeah, situated atop the ledge, further down, is a cage made of thick timber beams with bolted iron doors and iron fittings. The cage is 5 foot wide on a side and 7 feet tall. Inside, a male human in hide armor paces back and forth with murderous, crazy person eyes.
So you have another one of those morning
And
stars on him?
he just locks eyes with like the first person that comes around the ledge. He's like,
Nelson. Hi.
let's see. His murderous eyes look onto any sort of movement he notices, and he clutches a javelin made of black crystalline substance.
Nope, don't let him
The
out.
skin of his hands
Nope.
and face is black from frostbite, and his lips are chapped and bleeding from the cold. He's just like, he's like giggling.
I kind of
The gnolls have left him alone, have not attempted to like.
We should kill him and let them eat him.
I'm gonna try to converse with him. Maybe telepathically, maybe more inclined to answer his brain.
Yeah, as soon as you try
Nelson,
to
if he
reach
doesn't come
into
back
his,
around, I'm going to shoot him in the head with an arrow and let the hyenas eat him.
Noted.
are you gonna try and converse with him mentally?
Yeah.
As soon as you like open up yourself to him, you literally have to make a saving throw. It's gonna be a wisdom saving throw.
Damn, Nelson.
Because you are in just completely overwhelmed by screaming.
Well, that's not bad. I rolled 19 on that. 23.
No, that's not bad.
Hopefully that's enough that he can shield himself back.
Yeah. You only take
I'll probably take
three
some
points of psychic damage.
Yeah, a little backlash there.
Yeah. It sounded like 100 voices all screaming at you at once.
He's falling crazy.
Cool, so I pull out my longbow and try to shoot him in the eyeball.
I'm gonna sit down for a second.
Yeah, it's fine. You can just sit there and just shoot him. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm just gonna shoot him.
She basically
in the
has
head.
to shoot him like 17 times.
Oh my god.
Well, that's a waste of a lot of arrows.
Yeah, that's all right. You can just pick him out. You basically just like,
Okay.
when you're done,
That's fine.
not 17 times. This probably took about 9 shots.
More than it should have
That's fine.
taken to kill a dude who
Yeah.
looks like he's happy.
Like, you even hit him in the eye at one point. And he was just like,
All right, well, as soon as he's dead, I
Yeah,
Is it
so-
Charlotte?
tell him.
yeah,
to-
he's a Chardalin. He's another one of those Chardalin. Like, basically, they're called Chardalin berserkers.
Okay.
You already fought one.
Lieutenant Knight.
As soon as I kill him, I say, Nelson, let the gnolls know that they may eat him, but do not touch the black thing.
Well, I think I'm just gonna wrap that up and take it out of here.
That's fine. If you want
You
to
just
take it,
throw
you
it
can
down
take
the
it.
chasm, too.
Do that, but let
Is
the
that
gnolls
way
have
down?
him.
I mean, except fall to your death.
Yeah, let's toss it down there. Find that shit.
All right, toss it down. Not touching it.
Yeah, so according to this, the man who's the nameless man in the cave is another story that you guys would not know. The gnolls captured him almost by accident. He ventured into the chasm a few days ago and brutally attacked any gnoll he encountered. One gnoll climbed the top of the cage to get away from him, and the berserker started to climb after it, and he was pushed from behind by another gnoll and locked in the cage.
I guess that's why I kept the hyenas before you.
Yeah. So the gnolls are keeping him confined until he grows weak enough, and then they dare open the cage and kill and eat him. Basically, they're gonna kill him.
Well, I killed him for them.
Yo. And like
During the skirmish, the berserker lost his Chardalin flail and his 2 Chardalin javelins, all which fell into the chasm.
and these are humans that we're fighting?
Mhm.
Where
Mhm.
are they getting these items?
You have Chardalin, remember? Didn't you pick some up?
Yeah,
and
Yeah, but
stash
it's not inherently cursed.
No,
with
it's not
evil
inherently.
energy.
But,
Well,
but these particular weapons are.
Yeah.
Let's see. Once the characters get what they came for,
That's
there's
dangerous. Like
little
where
risk of
the
fate.
shit's coming from. Because he had a flail and like 3 javelins in that shit.
There's a 20% chance that the six gnolls that you already killed will come back right when you're leaving.
Oh, the ones that we killed.
Oh, you mean the ones that we have their heads in a bag that I'm tracking behind me?
Those ones.
I just want to verify with these gnolls that are in the sleeping quarters, you guys are gonna leave, right, and never come back.
Yeah, they're gonna try and they're gonna head
Go
towards
find food.
the spine of the world and just climb through the mountains.
They're gonna die. All right, we're gonna go.
They're 100%.
They're 100% gonna die. Yeah. That's fine. Not really worried about that.
Yeah, I mean, so Nabara, Moore Skull or whatever.
The one who died.
The family's in East Haven. If you perhaps want to give the fish hook back.
Oh, she has a family.
If you want to. But you might. I mean,
as of right now, we're just
at
going
this point,
to
your
return
characters
the
don't
heads.
know that there's a family. I'm just saying, if you choose to pursue that, there's like.
I think, we undertook some significant danger recovering the fish hook.
Yeah,
I
right.
say we accepted this payment. We should probably still tell them that we killed the people who killed their wife, mother, matriarch, whoever.
Yeah.
So that they can
The
have
kids?
that information.
Wait, what?
So the lady who got killed, who had the fishing hook,
Yeah.
her family is still in East Haven. It might be nice for us to go to East Haven and just let them know that the dirty, angry gnolls that killed, I don't know who this lady was to them, daughter, wife-in-law situation, are dead.
I don't feel
So
that's not. As of right now, I
So
think we
at-
should just
at the-
return the heads and get the money.
at the top of your character sheets, just write down, or at least one character sheet, just write down dangerous locations, and then in that next to it, you can just write 1 because you've conquered 1 dangerous location. And every time you guys conquer 3 dangerous locations, you gain a level.
Oh, nice.
So, which is nice.
Well, I tell you, that was
All right, be right back here.
I was expecting something way worse to happen.
It's really good.
I thought that
That's like raw.
this fang of Uwaduma was
You
gonna
would
tear all
have.
of our heads off and throw us into a cavern.
Nah, we always got this.
I also
Bloody
kind of
best.
forget that we're level 4 now, so
Yeah.
things like gnolls are not really dangerous to us. Like gnolls are pretty low challenge rating creatures. So even like one that should probably have like a template or something is not going to be scary for us.
Do you want to split the coin we found between me and you?
Oh, well, I'm not going to give any to these NPCs that don't need them.
Yeah. So 10 silver is 1 gold, right?
Yep.
So the 50 silver would become 5 gold, which would put us at 26 gold, which would split more evenly. So it would be 13 gold apiece.
How much gold do you have?
I don't know yet. And then 6 silver. Wait, split between 2 would be 3 apiece. And then 117 copper would be 55, 6, 7. You can take 58 and I'll take 57 copper.
Okay. And 50 copper is 5 silver. If you want to
Okay.
record it that way.
Okay. Where is my money on my sheet? Let's see. I actually have 65 gold and 15 silver before I add this. So
Oh, I forget we had a party fund.
yeah. That's why I was asking, did you want to just split this between me and you and not the party fund? Because right now we don't have a party. It's just
Yeah,
me
we
and
don't
you.
really have a party, so it just seems like not useful to have a party fund.
Yeah, I agree. Well, I mean, we can keep it for now until we get our party back
Yeah.
up. Because we already put it there.
So we had some adventures.
Cool. And then we should be getting 70 gold for
For the heads.
for the heads. So as long I'll wait to confirm that.
From Atreus.
Well, thank you guys for tuning in this evening. As you guys saw, we defeated the crazy Lady Knoll and some other crazy monstrous human peoples. And hopefully we'll be able to play again either next Wednesday or the Wednesday after, pending schedules and lives and things. And plus we kind of need more players, because otherwise me and Nelson here are going to struggle and have to play other people so we survive. But either way, I should see you guys Monday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time for Pathfinder, and hopefully next Wednesday, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time for D&D. Have a good night, guys.